Let's get this straight. The ruling party strategy is simple. Don't allow competition. Stop right there. You heard it yourself. This is no longer about governing better. It's about making sure you have nobody else to vote for. It's like a football match where one team kidnaps the opponent's goalkeeper and bribe the referee before kickoff. Haba, is this democracy or hostage situation? Today we are breaking down the surgical dismantling of the opposition parties, the PDP, Labour Party, and ADC right now. Nigeria is standing at a crossroads. What we are seeing right now is a pattern well calculated. It will make Machiavelli pause. This is not just politics. This is political engineering. From endless leadership crisis, midnight court orders, sudden party disintegration, the objective is becoming clear. A one-party state by 2027. And why should you care? Because without opposition, there is no accountability. And without accountability, the common man becomes a permanent victim of promises. That feels less like renewed hope and more like extended sakpa. This is not about parties anymore. This is about the death of your choice. If you are tired of political gymnastics, if you want analysis that hit like a Fela Kuti saxophone, raw and unfiltered, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications. We don't just package stories here, we break them down. Join the tribe of the vigilant. Now let's get into the logic. Let's start with the dual strike force, INEC and courts. The court set the ball and INEC slammed it. Bam! That is pure poetry. In today's Nigeria, judges issue orders in the early hours. By morning, INEC updates its portal. Leadership changes now happen faster in courtroom than inside party conventions. This is no longer coincidence. It is a coordinated tag team. And history warned us, when referees start scoring goals, the stadium is about to catch fire. Avoiding competition isn't master strategy. It's just fear in a suit. It's what people do when they know that in a fair fight, they won't stand a chance. APC Playbook Chapter 1. Don't allow competition. Osho-free politics. Trophy without sweat. In a struggle economy, high food prices, rising hardship and insecurity, a serious government should perform better, deliver good governance to the people. But here, the strategy is different. Instead of improving performance, they are busy trying to eliminate alternatives by trapping opposition parties in endless court cases, internal conflicts. They become too busy creating fight in other people's homes than to fight for the people. The incompetent men and falsehood. How the party managers and caretaker committee chairmen suddenly become incompetent. Irony, that is a lie. Think about it. Politicians who have been active since 1999, experienced party operators, suddenly they all forgot how to run parties. Impossible. What we are seeing is infiltration. The strategies are 1. Plant insiders. 2. Trigger internal disputes. 3. Run to court. And finally 4. Freeze the system. It is a classic, a Trojan horse tactics. Let's move forward to the fragility of the system. We are not immune to collapse in West Africa. Abeg, let me say it louder. As Nigeria, we are not immune to collapse in West Africa. We look at countries like Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, and say it can't happen here. But history doesn't warn twice. When you block democratic expression, pressure builds elsewhere. And when people lose faith in the ballot, the street begins to respond. This is a dangerous part. Let's think of it this way and be fair. The ruling party might argue the opposition is weak. They are fighting themselves. And yes, there is truth there. Opposition parties often lack unity, operate on convenience, struggle with internal discipline. But here is the issue. Those weaknesses are being weaponized. Small internal problems are being turned into full-blown crisis. It's like watching a burning house while someone pour petrol and still claim to be a firefighter. So yes, opposition has flaws, but the system is being manipulated to amplify them. That is the real danger. But sincerely speaking, what does this mean for Nigerians? Let's bring it home. This is not just politics. This affects your daily life. When opposition disappear, government feel no pressure. So ask yourself, why fix electricity if there is no competition? Why improve economy if victory is guaranteed? A strong opposition is not a luxury. It is a public service. Without it, your voting power becomes meaningless. We are moving from voters' choice to administrative imposition. So for public debate and opposing views, supporters of the system will argue, this is just smart politics, win by any means necessary. But let me be honest, a win without competition is not victory. It is a seizure. Even Machiavelli warned, leaders must avoid hatred of the people because when people feel cheated, they resist. That is the real problems today. A growing trust deficit. And no amount of palliative can fix that. You cannot build a nation on broken trusts. So for my own personal view, I don't belong to any party. My loyalty is to the constitution, the Nigerian people, and what I see is troubling. This looks like a hostile takeover of democracy. Step by step, economy under pressure, judiciary questions. Now the ballot is under threat. Let me say this clearly. If INEC and judiciary lost public trust, 2027 becomes a ceremony, not an election, and that is dangerous. Fela say it in a best way, suffering and smiling. We have smiled enough. It's time to think. Because a nation that sleeps through the destruction of its choices will wake up in a prison of its own making. Let's talk, no emotion, just logic. Is the opposition failing on its own, or is the system too powerful to overcome? If PDP, Labour Party, and ADC collapse, should Nigerians build something completely new? Between INEC and the courts, who has failed the voters the most? Drop your thought in the comments. Share this video. Wake somebody up. Like, subscribe, and stay informed because this storm is here. But we decide if the house stands. Peace. We'll see you on the next one.